that Xillion took out Denti, and of course Beastly had the 2-1 victory over, God, who was it? Who did he beat?
He had the 2-1 victory over Hockey.
Oh yeah, that's right, over Hockey. So really strong performances from both of these guys tonight, and Beastly against this projectile character, not going to be going with the Nest, not the Pokemon trainer, but the Roy.
Okay, this one, if Beastly's Roy is clean, and it's looking clean so far, we saw Xillion really struggles with this matchup. He actually was considered counterpicking Wolf for the matchup.
We saw that against Spark back at one of the Strike League qualifiers.
Yeah. He does not love the feeling of being smothered by just the aerial frame data that Roy has. He puts you in shield, he presses buttons on your shield, and then it's still his turn. I mean, you have to respect it.
And that's the thing. It's not necessarily how quick the move is and how much he gets off of it, but just how low committal a lot of them are, even on shield. Wow, Beastly's really respecting the Thoron right now. Doesn't need an attack cancel. That was so nice.
Nair one jab into the up air chase. Back air punishes the Thoron. Beastly is moving nicely. He just stood there.
Yep.
He just stood there against an invincible opponent and said, you're the one who has to be scared.
He said, you're charging a projectile, who cares? Ooh, tried to get the grab, but Xillion just had the right timing on that spot dodge. It's these dodges, I think, that are going to get him in trouble, though, because Roy has a lot of options to beat him.
Not that Roy can go deep out there against it.
It's a very big risk to take in this matchup. Wow, he very, very good awareness there by Xillion to know that he would have the ability to tech on that platform and grant himself the invincibility he needed to take away any confirms.
Beastly just falls straight through that platform. He's pressuring with double edge dance, but
Xillion's ready for the mix-ups, and now with that arc fire on ledge, he's gonna try to chop his head off with that thunder, but yeah, get it anyways.
There we go, chasing him down. That neutral air though, getting to the Thoron. Now he's ledge trapped again. This could be Xillion's in. He down smashes to cover the roll.
Oh, and if he had his Levin sword, that could have been so bad.
Jab, you can't grab that with Robin. That jab, if I'm not mistaken, is something like -12. So it's punishable by a grab for characters who are able to reach if you're not like Robin. Like Robin does not have the fastest grab in the world.
It's consistently not been great. However, you can also get a grab there in with that Nosferatu. Gonna get him a little bit of healing, and that means after that aerial, man, he's kind of right back to where he started. Look at all that shield damage, but it's not safe.
That's a big punish.
I'm just more amazed over anything that he's living.
Back air is gonna punish that whipped forward air. Trying to get aggressive with 11 sword to get off the ledge. Can't blame him. Great dodge out of the situation there.
Yeah, man. I think that Beastly's Roy is definitely looking solid enough to justify giving yourself the matchup advantage that you have here, but it's a little bit of the instincts there to land on stage as deep as possible that's getting him in hot water.
So this kid are really close. He's not getting smothered so much that he can't play the game. He's finding ends here and there. And he's taking big advantage when he's an advantage, but right now he's got to get off the ledge. He finds his way with that thunder. That tech stage situation, Beastly's killing it. Back air, gonna put him back off at the ledge.
He's got a really big chance to pick up a ledge trap here. Still tries to consistently go for that 2-frame on the neutral B. He's got center stage too after a great up air.
The biggest thing about the neutral B is it baits out a get-up attack, but it's so low-end lag that you can punish it.
The book is saving Xillion's life right now. With no Levin sword, he doesn't get a confirm.
Levin is back throw, sets up, but he has no thunder to pressure. That fire is up smash.
That's it.
And that's the game. Xillion barely managing to take that one.
And like you said, that's not happening unless he's keeping it close. If he's getting totally destroyed, he doesn't really have the opportunity to land those kill confirms because he's fighting from a, okay, now that I'm back on stage, you're at 13% and I'm at 100, and it's hard to commit to anything. But as long as you two are on even footing, yeah, you can get those confirms and send yourself into that game 2 with a lead. But Beastly gonna stick with that Roy. He knows that this character just gives him such a big matchup advantage that it's worth sticking it out again. While waiting out those rapid jabs, he's gonna roll on through, knowing that that invincibility procs on those multi-hits eventually on that frame 1. Now getting a whole lot of damage racked up to start off game 2.
Okay, We got some aggression coming out of Xillion, though, to answer. We know these ledge traps are the biggest things that he needs. That fire at the ledge is the hardest thing that Beastly's had to deal with.
It's tough, man. Roy, as good as he is to stop people from getting back on stage, Robin, give him a run for his money.
That's what the character does.
Yeah. That's how you're going to pick up stocks. That's how you're going to pick up some damage. It is the lifeblood of Robin himself.
Ooh, the Nosferatu catching the shield from Beastly. Get a little bit of a heal. This is an even game.
Again, you know, it's been all on Xillion. Maybe losing the stock first, maybe not, but for the most part, it's just all about the fact that he's kept it close this whole time, and when he gets that 70-80 put on him, he answers right back with another 70-80.
Double jabs again, punishes the grab. Robin does have a frame 7 grab. The thing is, the distance is not always favorable.
Okay, air dodge back onto that top platform, seeing that Beastly was going to commit at the ledge. Xillion getting a very nice setup with that neutraler. It may not be Levin sword, but eventually you pull it out, you take the stock. You got a nice one-stock lead.
Almost did it from that low. That's crazy. It's crazy how well Xillion's able to survive.
He has no wind juice. And I don't know if Beastly knows that, but doesn't even need to bother thinking about it with that jab to up air, something that he's been going for a lot instead of the traditional, you know, jab to attack cancel bear or such. Could also have had something to do with the percent that he was at. Okay, rolls on through. Xillion wasn't ready for it this time. We'll see the damage that Beastly builds up if he's able to get a good read on how Xillion's getting down. Look at the resets with the sour spots. It's so nice.
And Beastly's done a great job of actually avoiding these ledge traps in this game so far. The back throw is going to set up a trap here. How does he deal with it? Spot dodge the second fire. He's got a book in hand. Just toss him platform to platform, coast to coast.
Look at the way that, I mean, that's what you're saying. He's just setting him up on the platforms eventually. Yeah, using that double-edged dance. I mean, Beastly has been doing such, I mean, he's proving that Roy's actually a pretty deep character. You can use him as a platform tech chaser by using those soft aerials and, of course, using them to combo into the bigger ones.
Rolls up, but again, this time Xillion's covering with the jabs. How does he deal with it this time?
Nah, neutral getup doesn't work.
But he covers the roll afterwards. Arc fire, that's a back air. He survives. He's out of fire book.
Yeah,
he
so no more easy ledge trapping.
Has to go for the L1 jab. That gives Beastly the opportunity to dive deep into the stage. There's no Levin sword. He has no jump. He knew he had no jump. This could be a back air.
Yep,
that
sure
could be everything.
What a great delay on the recovery from Xillion, though.
Yeah, it's crazy, and he's running low on wind book as well.
Yeah, just a couple more uses left. We'll get a little bit of stage, and with that Thoron, man.
Burn through that stock, but now Beastly setting up Xillion at 104%.
Wow, that's just going to do it. Yeah. And
that's
neutral B. So, I mean, Beastly JV2? No, I mean, I think that Xillion definitely had those moments, but
that was still back and forth until Beastly just decided, I'm going to put my foot on the gas and not let go. Every ledge trap moment, it was just so difficult for him to deal with the fires, but as soon as he was able to get around it and play on stage, he could put the pressure on Xillion so hard.
And that was normally the way that Xillion was keeping it close and therefore keeping himself in the game, was picking up those ledge traps, getting the stocks on them every single time. But he had a couple of those whiffs and, you know, was kind of committing to some of the same patterns, and that's why Beastly was able to run away.
Just the end of the last stock, he ran out of almost all of his stuff at the same time. Came out really inopportune. So now, you're going to see how we can manage that a little bit better in this game. Beastly applying some pressure on these platforms.
Also got to say, Beastly's been doing an excellent job of calling out the jumps from Xillion. He's been getting a little bit antsy whenever the Roy starts encroaching on his threat zone, and when he jumps into the air, Beastly's been capitalizing.
There you go, Zane. Gets that back air.
Ooh!
Going for that down air, that's a style move.
I think if Beastly wasn't married to the idea of having that grab over there at the ledge, he could have gone for a double-edged dance and sweet spot. That should have killed Xillion.
Yeah, we don't see a lot of double-edged dance out of Beastly, actually. He's only used it a couple of times.
As opposed to Spark, who we saw earlier, who
his favorite button.
uses the crap out of that move.
I don't want to blame him. That move's broken.
It's really good.
Tries to jab. That book saved his life. But that deep forward air, even the tip, is going to catch Xillion drifting.
Yeah, finally, Beasley is committing to that idea of, okay, I have really good aerial drift. I can go out and, you know, try to challenge this hitboxless as far as going up, recovery from Xillion, and I need to force him to go deep. That's something we see Lunchables do a lot when he pulls out the Roy, is that he will go so far off stage just to get the stock.
Watch out for that Arc Thunder, jumps over, doesn't want to take that shield damage. This is a tech chase, that back air almost killing. There's really close sides on the stage.
And boy, I mean, Beasley was doing such a good job of just playing around the projectiles. There we see him going deep again, but that is what ends up happening, is that Xillion is able to go so low. And eventually, when he gets back on stage, yeah.
Xillion was able to come out on top, and he's sitting at 100%, but you know he can put on the damage quick if he gets this ledge trap. Doesn't want to go for the fire.
11 Nair to Thoron has been really good for Xillion so far.
Z dropping for some pressure. I like that. His shield is so low still.
See that Xillion? Yeah, jab back here will eventually do it. I like that Beasley's calling out like that. Xillion's going for a lot of dodges, particularly the rolls. You can see that Xillion does it just to get himself some of that burst movement that, I mean, Robin's just so pitifully slow.
That's forward smash?
That, and not quite enough without the rage.
Roll on. Yeah, covers with the jabs, but he doesn't quite find it. Misspaced.
Now Beasley just needs to keep this juggle going. Sometimes Robin can struggle with the landing. However, Xillion as a player has never really struggled with the landing that much. He's actually really good at finding his way down.
Disengaging entirely. Didn't want to press a button, waited for Beasley to swing, came down and found a punish.
Ooh, commitments!
Falling up air punishes that fire. Gets some good damage. Beasley's still on his second stock. Putting Xillion so close to these kill percents. I feel like jab back here at the ledge, double edge dance, forward smash. You know, he's got some options that'll do it.
Ooh, not able to get a confirm into the back air.
We're not even seeing any pressure applied with like down tilt out of Beasley, and that's one of the biggest pressures.
He's not using so many moves that people consider to be like bread and butter for Roy.
Yeah, but the thing is, the Roy is doing enough in the matchup to get the job done.
He's just really making sure that he doesn't overcommit to anything, because he knows that one of the big things he has. Wow,
that was 20%.
I mean, that puts Xillion nearly squarely back in this game. I mean, if
jab back here, that's not going to do it yet. Not when it doesn't connect at the very least.
Ooh. Xillion's respecting that down tilt that just isn't there by holding the shield after the jab. Okay, no thunder. He does still have his 11th sword, but
back air crashes the air dodge. He somehow survives. Beasley needs to not tunnel vision to this jab. He's been going for a lot of jab, and letting Xillion escape from pressure. So that back air there, not tunnel visioning, is great.
Xillion doing a good job of not overutilizing the 11th sword as he waited for that thunder to come back, and now with that shield pressure, he may be able to get something started.
That scared me, because that could have been a shield break and bringing it right back to Xillion's. This is game 3. Back air is going to take it, though, and Beasley's the one who moves on in the bracket to that semifinals.
Winners semifinals at that, man. That is a way to answer back after, you know, saying, all right, summer started, I'm coming out to a couple of tournaments, and the results weren't where Beasley wanted them to be.
Not yet.
He's top 8 tonight.